So our assignment is the play for the Andha Yug. It's
Right.
related to the Mahabharat.
Right.
In the previous classes, we will discuss about the Mahabharat and the Andha Yug.
Yes.
How can we play? And in other next classes, we will play the act of Mahabharat, some part of the play.
Right. And this is a text by who is the author of this play?
Dharam Bharti.
Dharamveer
Dharamveer Bharti.
Bharti. Yes. And this is a Hindi play.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And
This is a Hindi play.
yes. So we have also uh, seen the names of the characters in the
Yes, sir.
right. So we have also screened uh, some beginning part of the performances of Andha Yug, because Andha Yug is uh, not a new play for us or for India. It was written in 1953 and then later performed by National School of Drama, and even Jawaharlal Nehru was also the audience of the production, the first production of it. So it has traveled across the world and has been performed by almost all theater companies and theater uh, academies in India. Okay, so therefore we have several kinds of performances available on online, on YouTube, and other modes like radio play and even animation. Okay, so we have picked up a text um, that has been in a way exhausted uh, by performance. Okay, and so we have a lot of guidance for us, a lot of support from YouTube and other areas, because now we can learn from other directors, other actors, and costume designers, light designers, and dialogue, sound, and music designers. So ultimately, we are going to do it online, and that would be our interpretation. That perhaps this would be the first online performance of Andha Yug for the first time. Okay, so that we have to visualize and we have to see how we are going to do. But we have a lot of help material already there. So we are using these different ways. Okay, so after the cast, there was a director's note. I mean, the note to the director by the author, and that talks about Greek chorus, interlude, and so in the very making of this play, Andha Yug, that is the age of uh, blindness. Okay, the age of blindness or dark times. So these dark times, Mahabharata is an epic, and that epic is universal. Uh, we see that reflection of the themes of that epic in human societies wherever we find them. So, uh, so there is a note of universality about this epic, and most of the epics and great works of art that deal with human characters, somehow we see that they talk about the then times and social systems and governments and then human beings uh, participating as roles and playing their characters. And we see that in the past there has been a lot of bloodshed, murder, violence, treachery, cleverness, shrewdness, and all that has actually uh, that has, in a way, distorted the human civilization. Means the human civilization. So again and again, when we human beings are born on this earth, this is a cycle of the environment. Living organism is born and then dies and then again reborn. Of course, you require reproductive system and all kinds of other natural processes for rebirth. But every time when we come, we think of how can we make our society better? How can we really develop our humanity to a level where peace may exist, or uh, where truth and justice, equality, brotherhood, fraternity, and freedom, all these things may coexist in harmony. So we want to achieve that aesthetics, that ideal situation. Okay, and through theatricality, because theatricality or literature or a language of story or telling tale is uh, very unique to human mind and human existence. So we can fictionalize, we can create a stage, we can assume our roles as characters, and then we can create an environment. We can ask people to come and watch us, and then we want to tell the story, the tale, and we have a premise, and then we have a message, we have a plot, and so ultimately, what do we want to say? That can we make human life better? Can we relate to our environment, to other living creatures in a more civilized manner? So that is where you see Anda Yug is a very important play for all of us to perform online. So it is in two parts: assignment and project. Project means the performance part, and assignment means the recording on the paper in theoretical way. What is happening in the project, we are recording on the paper, and that would be a file of documentation of the assignment, which you will send me, email me. And project is the performance part, where you will be participating in this entire project, and the two put together will uh, create a grading. Okay, so marks out of 20, for example. So out of 20, so in this entire project, an assignment work will earn you marks, earn you grades. Okay, so this is the broad idea. And now we uh, go to the textual part. And yesterday we came to know that the play is in 5 parts, or there are 5 acts. And then there is an interlude. Okay, and there is a chorus. Okay, and we also saw names of different characters. All right, there are many. Definitely there are dwarpal, or say guards, and then major characters um, like Yudhishthir, or Bhishma, or Krishna, uh, and many more. Okay, and uh, you see, so chorus, for example, is a technical term in theatrical production. Okay, so when some of the people meet together and they sing something, so they may create uh, a song which everybody wants to, which is for everyone. Okay, so it's not just one character and his or her mindset which is being conveyed, but it is a collective understanding of so many people that has to reach to the audience. Okay, so there is a word, sutradhar or narrator. you know, you must have heard of this word, Sutradhar. Have you heard of this word? Anyone here? Suha Leha or Sahil or Tithi or Saima?
Yes.
Yeah. So what does that mean in a play, Sutradhar? Sutra, Sutra means a thread in a way, and holding the thread of something, Sutradhar, or one who is able to uh, comment on the story
Yes,
which is
it's
going on.
something about the performance, kind of narration.
Yes, it's a kind of narration, and
Yes.
and Sutradhar is also a character who may be a narrator or who may be a character. Okay, uh, and is also the spokesperson, maybe a spokesperson of the author, or maybe the spokesperson of the entire civilization, that way. So let's go ahead with watching uh, more clips on it. And how does it go? All right. Yes. So I,
Yes.
I share uh, another clip here with you, so that you will understand how other authors, other directors perform it. For example, a radio play, uh, Anda Yog, or uh, a proscenium. Uh, Proscenium is a kind of stage that we have in our college, and you know that there are different kinds of spaces uh, of different kinds of stages of performance. Okay, and one of which is proscenium, and then street theater, or can you name few more kinds of theatrical spaces that humans have constructed in the history of last 3000 years? Street theater
Yes, sir.
has a different kind of space. Proscenium is uh,
Yes, sir. The ancient Greek theater.
Greek theater. So is that amphitheater?
Yes, sir.
Okay, amphitheater. Amphi is the two sides, and then is there something else? Open.
Globe theater.
Globe is different. Globe is the name of theater company. Okay, yeah, and just think of you see. So when we are doing the project, we are at the same time reminding ourselves of the entire theoretical background that we have created for us in last 2 or 3 months teaching. And here I will also add 2 3 chapters that are uh, at the end part of the book, particularly on theatrical production, from page to stage. So those chapters are important here. And then I will also talk about one chapter which talks about the theories of acting or theories of performance. Not theories of performance, but for example, uh, uh, Natya Sastra, and then Brecht acting, and then Stanislavski, and okay, so these three very important names: Brecht, Stanislavski, and Natya Sastra by Bharat Muni. So these are three very important uh, theater makers or theoreticians who guide uh, us uh, about acting, about scene design, about dialogue delivery, about dramaturgy, that is making of craft of theater, and then different ideological areas. Just watch this. uh, Andha Yog, Manch, Rang Mandal district So there are different, productions, and uh, so we were watching another, uh, say, this was another performance. I'm sharing now with you this link. Is the sound there? Hello? Is the sound coming to
Yes,
you?
sir. No, sir.
No? No sound?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's coming.
Okay. So you see, they are saying भय का अंधापन, अधिकारों का अंधापन, ममता का अंधापन. You see, so blindness or blindness can be of several kinds. Okay, so not just one kind of, say, physical blindness, but blindness is uh, can be cultural, can be political, can be religious, or can be uh, uh, symbolic. So that is what anda yug. That's why I say yug in anda. This age, entire age is blind. Okay, that goes for war, that goes for violence, that goes for bloodshed, that goes for slitting each other's throats, and spreading of fear everywhere. Okay, so so you see, this was a kind of chorus. This was a chorus. I mean, what was in it? Chorus, therefore, is not one character, but several characters, several people come together and they deliver a collective understanding. So the chorus is a kind of, commentary. It is commentary. It is telling on the scene that uh, that uh, that andhapan jeet gaya. So you see, it's commenting. This is irony, ironical. There is a word, irony, irony, irony. So ironical means when we say good is bad, when we say bad is good. Okay, bad is good. Okay, so there is an irony in it. Okay, if good is bad, okay, then what? Why to be good? Okay, that kind of thing. If somebody says that I'm good, then we understand. Oh, it means he's bad. Okay, so chorus. You understand the word chorus, therefore. So we have, when we develop a chorus, we will also be at the same time. All of us will be speaking this dialogue. Okay. So what does Sanjay say? Sanjay. मैं Sanjay. Okay, one who is wordsmith, one who is the creator and who constructs language, who constructs a message in language, who creates thought through language. He says, well, मैं संजय, मैं भी भटक गया. तो मैं जो शब्दों से दुनिया में विचार देते हैं उनको भटकना नहीं होता है, क्योंकि शब्दों से जो विचार देने वाले भटक जाते हैं तो फिर बड़ी मुश्किल हो जाती है. So this character in a way speaks about his own tragedy, his own suffering. He says bhasha क्रूर और श्रोता अंधे. Okay, so you see, he says, well, language is cruel and audiences are blind. So this relationship, between stage, audience, and text. Okay, so the text or language, text is blind. Okay, or text is cruel and audiences are blind. They are not ready to understand what is happening. And then the actors or Sanjay, वो भटक गया है. Okay, so in a way, it's a very different situation. This is Andha Yug. So this play is happening. The three elements of performance: space, that is text, then performer, and audience. Okay, so all of them are in a way out of tune, and they do not have a synchronization. Okay. पर सत्य मैं ही दूंगा उनको संकट के क्षण में. Okay, so this is, so the task of giving truth lies on Sanjay, or on language and thought, on text and thought. Okay. So हम इस ऐसे रास्ते पे जिस पे अंधेरा है उस पर जा रहे हैं. क्यों जा रहे हैं? सत्य जान लेने के बाद भी हम अपने कंधे पर झूठ का भार क्यों ढो रहे हैं? तो दिस इज, यू सी, हाउ इट बिगिंस. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Yes, now this is very important. कर्तव्य की आड़ में पाप करना हमारी नियति हो गई है. This is indirectly a comment on, you see, that you cannot say कि कर्तव्य है तो फिर पाप करिए आप. कर्तव्य जैसे भीष्म, जैसे अर्जुन है, अर्जुन को कृष्ण कहते हैं ये तुम्हारा काम है, ये तुम्हारा कर्तव्य है, तो तुम यहाँ पर ये मत सोचो कि तुम किसको मार रहे हो. तो एक तरह से ऑथर जो है यहाँ पे ये कमेंट कर रहा है, कृष्ण और अर्जुन के संबंध पे भी कमेंट कर रहा है कि कर्तव्य की आड़ में पाप करना हमारी नियति बन गई है. So this is very important. You see, so this text and this performance will actually take us to so many references. ये महायुद्ध के अंतिम दिन की संध्या. So this play begins uh, on the last day evening. This is evening of the last day uh, of the battle. This is war in a way. Mahayudh hai, not a battle. Okay, this is Mahayudh. Okay, and uh, war has been over, but only the evening is there now. So darkness is gathering. Okay, and so this play is happening only in the time of evening of the last day of the Mahayudh. Okay, last day of the Mahayudh. So evening time. So more a kind of time where you can take assessment of the entire war, what happened, what we have gained and what we have lost, because you see, so this is a time of darkness where uh, everything is destroyed, and uh, only what remains is uh, to take assessment of you know what is there after all these days of war. Okay, so in a way this play begins at this note. So we can notice that the chorus, before the chorus, there is a prayer, and then chorus, and then Sanjay, and then this uh, scene where these guards or people, they are informing that this is the last day and the evening time of the Mahayudh of Mahabharat. Okay. Now you see in this scene, you have two prahari or these dwarpal on the. You see the stage is divided into up stage and down stage. Okay, so up stage is the back part, and down stage is this part. Okay, where the dwarpal are moving, and center stage is between the up stage and down stage. So just you can imagine how the stage is divided into three parts. Okay, and the that chorus is moving, so chorus has a role. So chorus is commenting, telling the story. Okay, and is telling, well, these dwarpal are here and something like that. So you see, these two guards or prahari, what are they saying? What is their dialogue? थके हुए हैं हम, युद्धों में हमने भी अपना वो शौर्य दिखाया, और 17 days तो चले गए हैं, है ना? तो ये युद्ध जो है 18 days का है. ओके, एंड यह आज लास्ट डे है और आखिरी दिन की शाम है. ओके, एंड सो kind of in internalization, these characters have internalized medicine. Okay, glass. These characters have internalized the war and now able to see what happened during that period. जिस दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम तो गार्ड हैं, हमें तो रक्षा करनी थी, लेकिन हुआ क्या था, एक बूढ़े और अंधे और उनके संतानों का जो युद्ध था, और वो अंधे हो गए थे अपने अपने उसके अंदर. सो दिस इज द रेफरेंस टू Mahabharat, and how Bhishma took a vow, or gave a promise to his father that he would not marry. Celibacy, celibacy. If you remember, I circulated an essay, and then uh, you see the problem starts because Bhishma doesn't have any children because he did not marry, and others, they want to take over the empire and all that, you see. So ultimately, uh, now whatever is practical, but one can see that once we want to uh, take control of the common thing like water or land, then we become blind. We have to think that these common things like land, water, wealth, forest, these belong to all. And whoever takes control of them, that person should be discouraged. Not that others will become army of that person, because no one is going to be here for permanently. And we are all environment, we are also made of land, water, fire, and all that. So this idea of controlling something that we are made of, and then controlling and then ruling, so that's a blind idea. This is blindness. So power, if not distributed uh, among all, then it becomes blind. It makes the ruler blind. Okay, so this is what they are discussing, these guards, okay, who have guarded it. So he says, well, हमने क्या किया, हमने तो रोगी मर्यादा की रक्षा की. Rogi means ill or sick. Sick maryada, sick dignity. Okay. So we have been the guard of the sick dignity. We have not been the guard of healthy dignity. Okay. So they are, in a way, telling us this bitter truth. So he says, well, पहरा दे देकर हम थके हुए हैं, हम चुके हुए हैं. This is very important. You see that this realization by the guards. So we are all guards, in some sense. Some we guard education, somebody guards a nation, somebody guards the boundary, somebody guards, something. So we must think, what have we guarded? Whom have we guarded? Is it the sick or ill dignity? Is it the blindness of other people that we have guarded? Or is it something else? You see, so the this dialogue reveals the uh, critical understanding. Okay, so this will be helpful for us to when we are into its performance. So they are, alarmed. What has happened? Suddenly, sky is covered, and sky is covered by vultures, गिद्ध. पूरे आसमान को गिद्धों ने घेर लिया। तो इस गिद्ध कब आते हैं पूरे आसमान पे? जब बहुत सारी लाशें बिछी हो नीचे जमीन के ऊपर, खाने को हो और इस तरह की चीजें हो। एंड दीज गार्ड्स देयरफॉर आर speculating, they are trying to guess what is happening. Now, this is the direction. You see, for example, this sound, this music, and this light here. So this light was more like, creating a sense of fear, frightening. And then sound was also not, soothing. The sound which was going on. So the drums are beating, but beating at a very fast speed, and the interval is very less, and there is no melody in that. There is anger and cry and pain and tragedy. So when we design light, or when we design sound, when we design costume, dialogue, we have to think about the entire mood of the performance. What kind of, so the mood of the performance is dark, and designers of this performance have to think in that way. So whatever I'm talking, you may later on put that in the assignment, that in this class we talked about how to design the music, or how to design the character and all like that. So in that sense, assignment and performance both will go together. Okay, so this was one clip, all right, that we saw here, and hope